The city council meeting scheduled for 7 p.m. February 17th will now come to order. Roll call.
Councillor Hope.
I'm here.
Sorry. Councillor Koivunen.
Here.
Councillor Lillis.
Here.
Councillor Hadrava.
Here.
Mayor Vasalovich.
Here. Approval of the minutes, city council meeting workshop, January 13th. City council minutes for city council workshop meeting February 3rd, and the minutes of the city council meeting February 3rd. If no one has any changes or additions, call for a motion that we approve the minutes of these three meetings. So moved. Motion made by Koivunen. Do I have a support?
I'll support.
Support by Hoag. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Item D, approval of tonight's agenda. Anyone have any additions to any portions of the agenda or any deletions? If not, call for a motion that we approve the agenda as it stands.
So moved. Support.
Who made the motion?
Brian.
Brian? Motion made by Lillis, support by Drava. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We have a number of commission appointments, some reappointments. We have one new one, appointment of Amber Bilzak to the HRA. I think she's a resident member. Kelly Kishel to the library board. Linda Davis to the library board. Mary Hoyland to the library board. If no one has any objections or comments, we call for a motion that we make the new appointment and reappointment.
So moved.
Motion made by Hoag. Support. Support by Koivunen. Any further discussion?
Mayor, I'd just like to thank each and every one of them for their service and their volunteer spirit. Thank you very much.
Yes, John.
I was going to ask Jackie, on these appointments, do you do background checks on these people?
We do not.
It's probably a good idea from a liability standpoint, because they do have contact with kids, people, that background checks be done. I've usually recommended it for anyone, if it's a volunteer or whatever it might be, that it isn't that hard to do, but it's a good practice to get into.
Well, we could do that going forward because we've got three existing members on there now. Yeah, we can do that going forward on that. You have any more comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. At this point, we'll allow 5 minutes for anybody from the audience who would like to address the city council at this time. If not, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Approval of payroll, January 16th to the 31st. Letter of intercept agreement between Eveleth Ambulance Service and the Virginia Fire Department Ambulance. And Iron Range Resources grant for the sanitary sewer project, and Iron Range Resources grant for the West Eveleth Water Tower renovation. If no one has any questions or changes, call for a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
So moved. Support.
Motion made by Koivunen, support by Drava. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We have no public hearings, no unfinished business. Under new business, J1, resolution authorizing conveyance of real estate and purchase agreement for the sale of lots in Volcancic Edition number 2 to Myron Cook and Janet Cook.
This has been in works for some time, so I'll make the motion.
About a year and a half, I think.
Yeah, I think they're ready to get on with this, and so are we. So moved.
Motion made by Koivunen. Do we have support?
Support.
Support by Lillis. Any further discussion?
They decided to just go with our basic bill of sale and our purchase agreement with them, finally.
Well, yeah, basically it's just as it was before.
Okay.
They just did a little titling difference to make sure, like the Cooks, it's in both their names. A few items like that. And Bonnie took care of that. That was the main thing they were concerned about. And the surveying, and we split the cost of the surveying like we had, said before.
Okay.
So, other than the titling issue, really, there was nothing else to be changed. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Resolution accepting feasibility report and calling for a public hearing for 2015 alley improvement project. Mike, that is the alley between Pearson and Monroe?
Yes, it'd be the north-south alley, from Pearson, Monroe, on the east side of Randall.
Okay, when do we set this hearing up?
For the 17th.
17th, okay.
For the second council meeting in March.
Anybody have any questions or changes? Will that work for everybody on the 17th during our regular meeting? Be kind of a busy day. We'll be running from the Hall of Fame back here.
Means it's gonna snow that day.
Well, could I call for a motion that we accept the feasibility report and call for a public hearing on that alley project for the 17th of March?
So moved.
Motion made by Koivunen. Do I have support?
I'll support.
Support by Hoag. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item number 3, consider accepting quotation to purchase 2,300 gallon refuse dumpsters for the amount of $6,292.40. Mike, do we on a regular basis replace so many all the time?
Yes, for many years, we were purchasing 20 each year, and then during, starting probably about 2008, when we went through 3 or 4 years there, like budget constraints, that program ceased. We're really trying to catch up now. Really behind the ball now. We've got a number of hands out there. Which will help us to keep plugging along and replacing the worst. Always have a few spares on hand in case we have issues.
How long does it take you to get them? Once, we okay then?
I can't remember if they put a great date out here. We certainly get them, I will think probably the next month or so.
Oh, okay.
But we have kind of a summer rush when we have a need for more cans, so we'll certainly have them in plenty of time for that the summer needs.
Okay, can I have a motion that we approve the quotation for 2,300 gallon refuse dumpsters? for the
I'll make that motion.
Brad made the motion. Do I have support?
I'll support.
Support by Lillis. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item number 4, letter from the Minnesota Harley Owners Group regarding rally event in the summer of 2016. I know, we got this letter a while back, and what, does everybody figure that fits into, what we're doing? I don't know what they're gonna need, but probably gonna be a pretty big event.
What do you figure, chief? Can we handle her?
I believe we can, I'm just waiting for the council's approval to carry on, and I can make contact with
Okay.
the organizer and see exactly what they want and what they're anticipating, how many people, and thus I can, I'm assuming, get in contact with the state patrol and see during what time frames they actually need and how many people are coming in.
Well, when they got an average of 375 motorcycles, they usually do quite well. Restaurants and establishments and hotels, and it's usually a pretty big event, so
I think it's kind of a
fully
no-brainer for
support
us.
that.
Oh, absolutely. Even give them a couple blocks on the main street for an afternoon or day.
Well, if they need it, we'll
Yeah,
gladly do whatever.
Well,
just like for the car show, but obviously wouldn't need as much space.
we can approve their request, and then we turn it over to the chief to keep in contact with them and let us know what is required.
Sure.
Can I have a motion to support that?
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Hadrava. Do we have support?
I'll support.
Support by Hoag. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Resolution accepting donation for Northside Park Rink in the amount of $1,000. That was for the, inside the shack, wasn't it, Mike? The sink and cabinet? Yeah. It's coming together little by little. Can I have a motion that we accept a resolution accepting a donation of $1,000 from the volunteers for Eveleth Northside Rink?
So moved.
I'll support.
Motion made by Lillis, support by Hadrava. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. You know, we've been getting a lot of donations, it seems like, the last couple of years.
You know, it goes to show that when we were contemplating putting that new shack up down there, that we needed the support from everybody, and we are getting it, and they're the ones that utilize it, that's why it's up.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that was a huge,
$1,000 is a lot of money.
that's a huge improvement for that park too, and it's kind of getting like it was before inside.
Yep.
Everything where you can hold a few events, and well, a lot of the kids are down there, they hang out, and
They're
stuff, you know,
taking
it's a
pride
good
in it,
place to
that's
go.
what's nice.
That's what I heard too. Sometimes there's a lot of kids there, but it's never a mess, anything. They pick up after themselves, and you know, it's a pretty much of a compliment to those who use it.
You know, and Angie and her crew down there, they do a lot, and
Yeah, she said
anytime we see her, we can say thank you to her, because they do a lot of work down there.
she worked pretty hard
Yeah.
to get everything going. And like she said, they do a good job cleaning up after themselves, and
Yep.
everything's in good shape.
Well, if they're skating and playing hockey, they're not, somewhere else.
That's true. Item number 6, another donation. Accepting donation from the Quad Cities DARE for the amount of $600 to enhance our DARE program.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Hadrava to accept that donation,
I'll support that.
support by Hoag. Any further discussion? Is this something we get on a yearly basis, Chief, from there? DARE?
This is from the second annual hockey game that we had.
Oh, okay.
In Virginia, and that I pulled my hamstring that I'm still feeling.
Hey, you gotta take one for the team.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Item number 7, request from the police chief to sell forfeited vehicle. You know, Tim, you're selling more cars than some of these dealerships around here.
You know, it was funny because I asked them, the same question that we're all gonna ask them is, maybe we can, use it. Before I could get it out of my mouth, no. So that kind of tells me what shape it's in, so I'll make the motion.
Okay. Motion made by Koivunen. Do I have support?
I'll support.
Support by Hadrava. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
You know, once you get your new vehicle and we can give the other one down to the street department, you gotta get rid of that van. That's
That'll
it.
be on your list.
You know, maybe we can use that van for, goes through the ice or something at the end of the year, the thin ice
Oh,
contest. We could all giggle about
We
it.
could always use it for, training for the fire department.
Oh, yeah.
God, it doesn't owe the city anything. It served its purpose, that
We might have to take that blue door off.
that blue door just kills me. When I see that, I just get embarrassed. Well, that takes care of, our new business. Does anybody have any committee reports or anything? And Brian, you have any?
No, meet tomorrow with the RHA.
I went to the breakfast Cliffs Natural Resources had yesterday at the Colts in Virginia, their yearly breakfast, and their new CEO had some pretty encouraging, thoughts for the future of the operation and the industry up here. And they are looking at some of their overseas assets that they shut down. He feels that there's more than enough capacity between here and northern Michigan to take care of their needs, their customers, and expansion plans up here. So it was pretty upbeat.
On that note, I was thinking about this today. If you read the paper today, they're gonna expand their direct metal production. Either sounds like Eveleth or Silver Bay. Is there any way we can do anything to support their decision for locating here, like a resolution? Or anything to court them, kind of grease the wheels for them?
I sent them an email a while back when I saw their stand on the SR Steel issue, and I kind of had to agree with them. I said, you know, the public funding of that. And I said we would do anything they need to give them a hand, because they are our biggest employer, and they should get the community support from us.
And I was reading that article today, I thought maybe a letter from the city, from the council, a formal resolution, or is that what it's called?
So a resolution would come back to you, but we can put a letter together and sign it, the bow will sign it on behalf of all of you.
Yeah, and
Supporting them.
That's a good idea.
kind of, let's get them listening our way more, you know what I mean? Kind of get their attention more.
Yeah, you know, it's not the gloom and doom forecast you hear. He was extremely upbeat on the future and the confidence in the staff at the facilities to get the job done, because he said they are turning out a real good product.
I mean, if you think about it, construction would be hundreds and hundreds of people. Plus it'd probably employ a couple hundred people.
Yeah, it's right close, like they have one everything logistically right next to each other.
Yeah. That's all.
Nothing else to add? Joe, you got anything to bring up?
Well, we had our pool tournament last weekend. We had, anywhere from 130 to 200 people flying around town. I think that everything went okay with the chief, and everything went really good. And then on the other note is, I was out plowing last night, and I'd come driving by the auditorium, and what a sight to see all the lights on and somebody in there utilizing it. Even though it's roller derby, it's the start of something. I mean, it's just nice to come around and see the building used. So I think it's many things to come with that building now.
Yeah, I had a comment from somebody from another community. They said they'd like to come and look at it. They said it's not too often that you save a building and put it back into service. Said most of the time they're going down. So that's one of the few cases where there's some history still there. Yeah, it's kind of exciting, you know, it's getting to the point where.
Well, and then I was talking with the director of the film that was doing a film on Eveleth. And I think she was in contact with Jackie. They're actually talking about, before it goes on TV and to release it, they're gonna have a screening here. And she was talking maybe if we could have it up in the auditorium.
So that must be somebody different than I spoke with. Stephanie and I met over at the auditorium with a fellow from the Duluth Superior Film Festival. And North Country is gonna be celebrating its 10th year. And he said they probably wanna come up here the last day of the film festival, which is in June. And so I'm expecting a letter to come that I could bring to you for you to allow them to want to use that. So I don't know about this other thing, but that would be great too.
Yeah, because she was in contact with me not that long ago, and she was supposed to call you. So I says, we would do anything we could to help them out, because it's all about Eveleth and.
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's good.
And we've got, Mike, you've got a few options here you gave us for the warming shack and the sliding hill for us to look at and make a decision here by the next meeting, which phase we want to do on that. And we got a little more homework with the parking lot changes up by the clinic. Take a look at that. We should probably talk to the staff up there too, get a little input from them, what their feelings are on that. Because I think all of the options give us the, everybody gets to unload close to the door, which we're looking at was the main reason. And maybe we can get a hold of the crew up there, Jackie, Dr. Draper maybe, and see this is what, so he knows what we're kind of looking at. I don't have anything further to bring up. Chief, do you have anything else to add? Mike's handing you the microphone. Mike, you got anything?
No, nothing else.
Eric, this is your last shot.
Nothing to add unless you have any specific questions.
I wish you the best of luck in your new venture.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's been a privilege to work for Benchmark for as long as I have, but new opportunity and it's been really, frankly, a privilege working with staff here and the council here over the years as well, too. So I greatly appreciate that, and not going to know what to do with my first and third Tuesday evenings now.
Get some golf clubs.
Well, we're gonna miss you. You got to know this old town pretty good.
Some tough shoes to fill there, Eric.
Jackie, you have anything to add?
I know where to find them. And can I forget this, please?
Oh, we got a draw.
Please.
John, I'm gonna give you your chance to speak before all excitement starts.
The only comment I have, Mr. Mayor, is that I asked Bonnie if I could replace her tonight because she told me you're gonna give the state of the city address. And I came here to hear that. Evidently, there was no truth to that.
No, that was absolute lie. Well, Brian, are you gonna draw?
Sure.
Are we drawing two?
Do tonight.
First one is March 13th, Anaheim Ducks.
All right, can I get a little camera here? I feel like a game show host. All right, this is March 28th against the Ducks?
13.
Oh, March 13th. All right. The winner going to the Wild versus Anaheim Ducks on March 13th is Heidi McDermott, 806 Grant Avenue. Congratulations. All right. Another one?
One more.
He's on a roll.
March 28th, Los Angeles Kings.
I look pretty good on close-up. What was the date again?
28th.
March 28th, against the Kings. Just need one. All right, the winner for the March 28th game against the LA Kings is Tina Sklors, 721 Hayes Street.
Well,
Congratulations.
congratulations to all the winners. Anybody else have anything to add tonight?
Right now, I guess there's a lot
Steph, we
of
forgot about you. You have anything to add?
A lot of stuff in the works.
Anybody from the audience have anything? If not, we'll adjourn the meeting.